Alright guys, we are back in the game of Final Fantasy 3. And, you know. Yeah. I know, great intro. You're like, man, the charisma just echoing from this man. Legendary. No, we're just back in Final Fantasy 3. Wait, what? Okay, I just totally debated you guys, apparently. I guess I can't go underwater? What? I can't go underwater on the floating continent? How? How does that make sense? What? This is so lame. My entire goal of my existence was going to be to go underwater and try to get the big Leviathan boy. But apparently that's not allowed. Alright, we're going to have to figure out how we can do that then. Alright, well, let's go to talk to Sarah as a consolation prize. That's a really big shame. I wish I would have known that before I really upped this episode with like, yeah, we're going to go underwater and it's going to be great, guys. Prepare yourselves. That is not happening. You don't have to be prepared any longer. Ingus, you've come. This is the pendant I told you about in my mail. It's very important to me. Do you know of anyone who could fix it? Leave it to me, milady. I shall not rest until this pendant is whole once again and back in your hands. Okay, dude, it's just a necklace. Thank you. I knew I could count on you. Obtained Sarah's pendant. Alright, what does this guy have to say about it? He's alive. Okay. Please take care of my pendant. Alright, got it. So we gotta find someone who can fix it. Clearly it's not gonna be someone in this world, because that wouldn't make any sense. You know, why wouldn't she just get someone else to fix it then? That's interesting. That we have a little pendant quest. I mean, I knew it was coming. I remember someone, I think I mentioned it in the comments. Dude, I don't understand. I can't go underwater. It's the lamest thing I've ever seen. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. My bad, my bad. This is so cool. I mean, really what it does, it creates an entirely new world to explore. I mean, that's fantastic. You get to scurry along the ocean floor. You feel like SpongeBob over here. Alright, let's just do regular attacks. We don't have to do anything fancy. We don't even have to heal, man. We can just kill him. So they don't give as much experience as the other fights we're in, but I mean they're decent. Like they're okay, you know. It's nothing to be ashamed about. Alright, these guys kind of look like they mean business. I mean, they're big. I guess if we are punching monsters, there's no reason to have Ark be a white mage for that kind of fight. Made me a little bit nervous. I thought Ark was about to bite the dust. I wonder if we just make Ark like a monk or something, if that makes sense. I don't know. I don't hate it, you know. Seems fine enough. Let's burn a lot of his magic. How does he not have magic? He's a white mage right now. I'm so confused. I feel like I'm missing something, you know. Like I'm definitely like something's not clicking in my own head. I think potentially. But let's go to monk. I think monk's a good option. I don't know, I just really like monks in general. Like in Final Fantasy, I just love the unarmed, just, you know, fighting and all that stuff. It just feels very rewarding at the end of the day. I'm trying to get to that little island to the west that was on the map. But I'm trying to do it also underwater. Problem is they're all attacking someone different. I think really the only guarantee here is at least when Refia attacks something, it's gonna die. Like 100%, it's not living. Oh, that's gonna kill Ark. That's a shame. We'll have to burn a Phoenix down on him. I know it feels like a waste to use a whole Phoenix down when we're literally just grinding levels, but I think it's worth it at this point. And we can always get more if we need to. He can get his job level increased. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, we're missing we're literally missing our target. Let's go here. This really does feel like when the world opens up, which is nice. And I think over time maybe Ark will do more damage. There's so many jobs available. I mean, I'm almost positive I'm not doing the Octo one, but you know, I think this will work. Like, this will work for what we need to do right now. He gains a level. Refia's job level increased. I think at this point we definitely are filling out a gap of leveling that we currently are encountering. So that is a positive. And then, oh, actually, let's also save. We definitely can't be too careful right now because there is 100% the possibility that we could get in a lot of trouble. Sunken cave. Giant snail looking guys. Just gonna crack their shells, man. That's what we're gonna do. Ark with the punches. Thing is, I need this one guy to die. Perfect. I was gonna say before Refia attacks, because it's almost like a wasted action, because Refia could have done all that by herself, you know? Like, she's so strong that if she was gonna kill something, she could have just done it herself. Like, she didn't need everyone to punch on it like that. So we're trying to avoid that kind of a scenario. See what we have down here. I mean, all in all, the enemies we've been facing have not been too intense. But obviously, as we go through levels, as we go through, you know, different dungeons, that could very much change very rapidly. And that's I don't want to say that's one of the bummers, but that's one of the dangers of Final Fantasy games, I feel, and open world games such as these, is you can spend like 30 minutes to an hour playing and being like, oh yeah, it's all going good, and then get wiped and have to do it all over again. That really is why, like, frequent saving is, you know, very, very, you know, recommended, I feel. And this is, I don't know, this could be like a hotly contentious topic, and maybe people don't like this idea, but I think that's the benefit of auto-saving. And I know auto-saving probably feels a little bit, you know, I don't know, I feel like people probably don't like it as much because it removes the threat of loss in a game. And I know some people don't like that a lot. The argument is, you know, if you remove the risk of losing everything, then the joy of the risk is no longer there, you know? I don't know if that makes sense. I've heard that argument before, but I feel like auto-saving is such a healthy feature in a lot of games. I don't know. I really prefer that kind of option. Now, I don't know. The main thing for me is like time. Like, if I don't mind like challenges, but if I like lose a bunch of progress and I have to spend all this time doing it again, like, it's just easier for me not to do it at all, you know? Like, it's easier for me to just put the game down and be like, it's whatever. Because, like, there's only so much time in the day. So like you're gonna, I mean, how much time do you really have to like play through these things? I don't know. That's like a debatable thing. I think it depends on so many things. Like there should be a threat of the game, but you also shouldn't have to repeat like 4 hours of gameplay. Alright, this guy's done for. There it is. Good job, Ark. I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of you. Dude, 4,200 experience. It's so nutty. Honestly, I probably got 4,200 experience the entire time I was grinding for 28 hours. Like, but it's so like nutty how much experience these monsters give. It's just crazy. Tiger claws. Can we equip that? Anyone? You think? I feel like Ark is better off without equipment on him. Maybe, yeah, maybe some things like armor, but I don't know. I find it hard to justify some things. Wait, what? You can equip that? Oh, that makes sense. I was like, I thought we were doing something else. Thinking maybe that'll help. I don't know. I'm trying to like play around with different things and see if there's anything that's like really beneficial for me to actually utilize. And this could just be a treasure cave. Like this could be one of those things where there's not really a ton of unique items here. It's just, you know, it's just like, ah, there's cool stuff here. Like you could come here. Yeah, we really can't mess up Raphia. She's doing like 2,000, 3,000 damage. I mean, it's insane. That's so good. I know we're burning like 700 high potions after every fight, but this is the time, man. This is the time to get what we need. Feels like this leads to another floor. I don't know if we want to go to another floor yet, you know? I don't know. I'm torn. We definitely need to keep an eye on our resources because we are burning resources very, very quickly. Ah, Raphia. Dang, I wanted that monster to be taken out and then Raphia to take one out by herself. That's a big shame. 2 more HP for Raphia. Raphia is about to fall. Barely, but Raphia makes it with 2 HP. I mean, what a champ, right? Alright, we don't want to actually go down there quite yet. We want to make sure that there's nothing else on this floor that we need to grab. Nice. I knew there had to be something else. Dual tomahawk. Cannot equip it. 2. I guess I can do the claws. I don't know, that doesn't feel so... Actually, let's... why not? Let's try it out. Let's give Ark all the claws. See what that does. That did help actually a bit. He was doing 500 before. See, that's the challenge, because I don't know, like, how effective that's going to be, how ineffective that's going to be. And with Ark, I can definitely make that risk, because he's not doing a lot of damage already. So, I mean, how much more worse could he get is really the question I have to ask myself. Like, could he really become worse than 500 damage? I mean, sure, but, like, does it matter? As long as I don't nerf Refia into, like, a corner of, you know, just suckage. That's all I really have to worry about, I think. Were we gaining this many levels beforehand? I don't remember. I don't even remember what the game's about. I just remember the bleak, dark eternal of facing goblins and random monsters to level up. It was pain. It hurt. I can tell you guys right now, I'm probably not gonna get to 99 with every job, unless there's like a really good reason. No thanks. I don't know. It's so dull, like grinding, and like it doesn't really matter at the end of the day unless it affects gameplay. Another maybe hot take here. I really don't care about achievements very much. Like it just doesn't. Like I really care about doing cool stuff in games that I would classify as achievements, but I don't care like about like the little badge that says like, you know, you got this thing, like, good job, buddy. The main reason being is I feel like they're not always challenging things. They're just time-consuming things. Like, it's like clocking in and clocking out, you know? It's really just punching in, like, yeah, today I'm gonna be, like, you know, doing this for 600 hours. And it's just, I don't know, like, it's always, it's like everything. It's like a personal thing where you're just like, it's not worth it to me. Like, I understand if someone wants to do that. Like, that's, you know, that's everyone's prerogative to do whatever they, you know, feel like is gonna bring them the most enjoyment. But, you know, grinding's not my thing. That being said, I have done some of those achievements. Not to be a huge hypocrite, but, you know, I'm a hypocrite. Specifically, I did that one where, like, it was, fill out every node in the sphere grid or something for Final Fantasy X. I don't even know why I did it. Like, I just did it, but it was very, 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 very time consuming. Because I got 100% on that game completely. According to the achievements, I would argue I got 105%. Not to toot my horn, but I've gotten a few teams to level 99 in Blitzball, and I feel like that should bump me to a little bit of percentage. Now this is looking like a full treasure cave. This is all this is. I don't hate it though. It's nice, and I think we're looking pretty good for the trip back up to the surface. Well, let's see if we have anywhere further to go. There could be another floor. I have thought some more about other content to do though with YouTube. I don't know, it's so insane, and I brought this up earlier, but I have considered like trying to play through every single PS1 game, and that just seems so time consuming. That's the big thing, you know? But like, has anyone done that? Has anyone 100%, well, maybe not 100%, but has anyone ever beaten every single released PlayStation 1 game in North America? Achievement unlocked. Good for me. I got 50% of all the treasure. Just as I was like thrashing. Like the idea of achievements. Man. Diamond Helm. Wait, let's stop. Let's stop. Nope. Sorry, Ingus, you don't get it. I'm thinking with my brain now. I figured I should use that occasionally. And, it's all going to Refia. Because we know who our #1 player is right now, and it's Refia. It's not Mr. Ingus doesn't hit for 3,000 damage. It's Refia. So let's keep Refia with the cool stuff. And we'll let Ingus figure it out. My gosh, they are just hitting us down. 2,000? What? Was that an anomaly or is that his new damage? Oh, these guys might just be weak because Refia's hitting for like 5. Yeah, this could just be a them thing. We'll have to double check and see if that changes because that'll be an important question. And let's burn some high potions. We're gonna have to buy a bunch when we leave here. Speaking about something that's kind of Final Fantasy related, I know I'm very far away, but I was watching the Final Fantasy 15 movie, the Kingsglaive movie, and I don't know what it was, and I'll bring this up in 7 years when I play Final Fantasy 15, but that's my anticipation of how long it's gonna take to play through all the games. But no, that movie was so great, and it made me so mad. I don't know, it sounds weird, but it made me so frustrated because I've played Final Fantasy 15 before. I played the beginning section and then I just quit. But I feel like, and not to echo the community too much, but it feels like the game is hidden. The story of the game and the lore of the game is hidden in all this supportive material, where I feel like there should have been a way to incorporate that, in the game, or even tack on the movie as a secondary DVD in the game you sell. It feels so. The reason it bugs me so much is because the movie made me so interested and so excited for the world, and then when I played the game, I didn't care. So it sounds so dumb. I feel like I should have cared more. And if I had known that this was a thing I could see, then I would have cared more. And I guess the DLC helped, and then they finished the movie or finished the game in a comic book or something, or a novel. It's so weird and it's so all over the place. But it's I don't know. It's definitely a series I could see myself getting into, in kind of a world of Final Fantasy. No pun intended to the actual world, but the world of Niflheim and all that all that jazz. Lucius is the main city. I swear I watched the movie, but no, there's just so much cool stuff, and I don't know. I feel like it was a huge missed bullseye. When you've got all this stuff that people barely know about. I don't know. I think I'm pretty into Final Fantasy. I've got my ear somewhat to the ground of what's going on. And when Final Fantasy 15 released, I didn't even know that movie existed. And that could say more about me than their marketing, but it feels like I would be their target audience, and I'm not sure why. I never even knew it existed. Again, could be a me issue, but it feels like there's more to it, I don't know. It's definitely a series I'm looking forward to playing. I've not heard good things. I've heard it's a very empty world. It looks so cool, and it looks like there's so much that could have been, but it is not. It is not what you would hope it is, We'll see. Maybe I shouldn't have used so many high potions. Alright, so we got that figured out. We explored that little trestle. Let's deep dive again. See if all of these places have caves underneath them. Let's see if they're real sneaky with it too. If I enter from the back. I'm gonna actually be kind of disappointed if there isn't like a secret cave back here, because that's so cool. Like the game of perspective is so nice, like that they play on you sometimes, where it's, you know, like, oh, this thing is there, but you just didn't, you know, you didn't look, and then you don't get it. You know, it's kind of cool. Yeah, I will say I'm gonna probably play regardless of Final Fantasy 15. I'll play the game, of course. I watched the movie. I don't think I'm gonna read the books. I don't think I care that much. You know, I don't know. Maybe on my own time. I'm not gonna have like a reading session. We're not gonna cozy up to the fire and be reading Final Fantasy books. One thing I am looking into, in regards to Final Fantasy 3, I mean, looking into more on like, when on my free time, I'm looking, like, there should be a way to defeat Bahamut and the Sea Serpent early on, like before, you know, you're supposed to. There should be a way, like through completely breaking the game. Like there should be some sort of, I don't know, maybe could you edit the memory of the game maybe? And like force you to beat Bahamut. It's so tough. Like I don't know what the game would do, you know. It's part of that other series that I try to break games essentially, and that's my question is like, if we break the game this way, like what does that mean? What does that do? Like how does the game compensate? Like it's, I don't know. To me, that's cool stuff. I mean, I'm still stuck in that route rut, I guess, where I've got like 1,000 things to like I want to record, and I just don't have a lot of time in the day. I think it's been pretty productive though. I mean, I've been going hardcore with the Final Fantasy 3 grinding though. I played so much of this game. I mean, I've been working maybe like 10 hours a day. And then spending like 4 to 5 Final Fantasy, and then the rest sleeping. You know, it's kind of just like it's been a grind, that's for sure. I was thinking I could finish the grinding by this weekend, but that did not work out at all. There was just too much. I guess in the real world, it's Wednesday today. It's the 7th. And I think this is actually going live on Tuesday. Oh my gosh, we did it. We've got another cave. Cave of Wonders, boys. Going spelunking. Ingus gains a level. Hey, we've been here before. Alright, let's leave. Alright, we gotta think about how we're gonna do this. So we've got that. Got that. There has to be other caves. I don't know, I feel like the Saronia Catacombs, that's like where we're supposed to go. And I'm not trying to go where we're supposed to go. You know? I'm trying to go where we're not supposed to go. I'm trying to break the game a little bit. Oh, that's a interesting creature. Alright, that's a dead creature. I do wish it said the names of the enemies, even if you were auto-attacking. I know that's completely my fault. I do accept that. Like, that is a me problem. The fact that I'm auto-attacking removes the names, and at the end of the day, I probably just have to accept that that's the risk of, you know, auto attacking. Like there's not, you know, that's a you know, the finger points to me. All right, dude, we're just killing it now. Like we've gotten into the rhythm. Before we were actually having fights where we were like close to death, and this is, you know, this is where we need to be. Like this is perfect. This is absolutely perfect. Cool. I am doing that like focused leveling with the vitality. I was told my high vitality was important for HP increases, so we are doing that as much as we can. I do need to still do the list of like which Final Fantasies we're playing in order, because I've got a few lists of like Final Fantasy materials that are in order of release, but I've got to figure out like how I want to do it. I don't know, some of the lists I've seen, it's not really like it's not listed based off like release date. It's based off of like what it would be chronologically. Like it's weird. Like, it puts Final Fantasy VII Remake as like the 17th item, and then like Final Fantasy X is after it, and it's like, you know, that's not how that worked, you know, in terms of like release date. But what it means is like chronologically going through the story, like story wise, that's what it would make sense as. I don't know, it's tough. I mean, I think that, honestly, I think that list already exists several places. Specifically, there's a wiki, I think that, I mean, I think even like, Wikipedia actually has the actual release date of all the games in order, which I might have already broken. It's tough because this is clearly a remake, and this did not release in 1990. So, despite what you see beneath the video where it says Final Fantasy III 1990, that is not the case for this Final Fantasy game. This is not the same version. So like I'm not doing it necessarily in release order, because I'm not playing on the original systems. I considered doing that, but I don't know. I didn't feel like it was necessary, like, to experience the game authentically. Or maybe not to experience the game authentically, but to get a good experience for me. That would be a challenge. Like, that would be a mini challenge. You know, I was talking about like playing through every single Final Fantasy, or sorry, playing through every single PlayStation game ever released. Like, I could probably just PlayStation 1 game ever released, I should clarify. But I could probably just play through every single Final Fantasy ever released on every single system. Like, versions based. Like, I'm not gonna play Final Fantasy 13 on the Xbox 360 and then Final Fantasy 13 on the PS3, because there's really no reason. They are actually the same game. Like, by definition, it was just released on multiple platforms. But I don't know, there could be some fun things there. I don't know. The whole thing, it comes down to like the list, the priority list. I talk about this at work a lot, actually. But it's just like the list of like priorities. Like, what do you want more? What do you need more? What do you think is more valuable? And like for me, I don't know if that's even high on the list. Like playing through every single Final Fantasy on the systems it released on. I think more like higher on the list is some of the mini games in the MMO and stuff like that. Like, I'd rather play those than play through some of the older versions. I think if I was going to play through older versions, I would probably play through at least Final Fantasy 1 and 2 on the original systems. I think that would be worth it, because that really is the start. Like, by definition, you know, that is the start of the series. And then there's a lot of variations you can jump into. I've seen reference of the Saga series is a big one. So I'm just seeing if I can get any sort of hidden. Like, I probably shouldn't be bordering on this continent because this is where I got wiped, like within a second. But I just wanna see if there's any sort of like hidden thing I should like check out. I did mention this on the Blitzball games though. I am also playing through a preview build of Final Fantasy X. So the preview build was stated it was 80% complete when released. It was released to reviewers of the game. So people who had to do reviews, they would get an advanced copy a few months before, and then they would play it, and they would just say, yeah, this is how it looks. Like, it's great. Like, it's good. So I'm playing through that, and what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to mark differences, like potential differences between the release version and the review copy or whatever it is, just to see. It's interesting for sure. I think the big thing for me is I think this version might just be the PS2 version. Like, because when you say something's 80% complete, you could argue them putting the Dark Aeons and the extra content in the international version is the extra 20% of content, slash them doing bug fixing probably and such. It's interesting. So far, nothing has really changed. There are some weird mistakes, like misspelled words, stuff like that, in dialogue boxes, which is obviously it's not a big deal actually. So that's not too interesting. Oh, they misspelled travelers, and then it's debatable even because apparently, like in Britain, that could be the appropriate, like, you know, 2 L's could be the appropriate like verbiage for that. It's I don't know, it's interesting. There's a few things I'm trying to record here, and some of that stuff is like, you know, things. I was talking to a friend about this. I want to record things that are new, like that people haven't seen before, is the big thing. Like as the content like that I showcase. And obviously this is something people have seen this before a million times, but this is more like a personal thing. Like, I guess the Let's Plays are a personal thing. I mean, it's all a personal thing, but they're just fun. Like, they're just fun to do, you know? It's a good time. That's really the main reason. That's the main reason I just record videos, and actually it's just fun to do. Lunith gains a level. Nice. I will say ever since recording more though, I've run out of hard drive space quite a bit. I think right now I have like 6 terabytes of video just chilling. It's a little bit crazy, but I do retain all the video I upload. So, I mean, I don't know. It's like a backup solution, you know? It's like everything else. Like, if somehow someone gets into the account and they delete everything, it doesn't matter because I just re-upload. But then, even that's unlikely. I was talking to a friend about that as well, where like everything's like 2-factor, so you need my phone, the password, and like the passcode that gets sent to the phone and all that stuff, and like fingerprint. And I just like I was telling them, like, it's set up in a way that like if they have all of that, I'm probably dead. Like they probably have taken me hostage and killed me. So it doesn't really matter if they get into the account anymore, because like they would need a lot of like the personal effects, you know. Man, this is taking a while. Sorry, I thought this would be a lot quicker than it has been. But we've just been fighting fish, man. Like I said though, we have gotten a lot of level ups, which is nice. I just was hoping for more secret tunnel action. You know, got some Last Airbender stuff going on. Some form of a secret tunnel. I don't know. I feel like there probably isn't some sort of like hidden like tunnel, you know, where like if I go out of the camera view, I enter a place that I'm not supposed to be in. I mean, it feels like that'd be really cool, but it also feels like they didn't do it because I'm not finding anything right now. Alright, I think it's time to heal up a little bit. Oh my. Okay. I will say, I think, and I could be wrong in this estimation, but I think Final Fantasy VII is probably going to be the first game where we don't really grind too much in. My reason being is, I think I've played through that game before, and I know how it plays, and I generally know like what's going on, and I've never played Final Fantasy 6, 5, or 4. So maybe it's going to begin at 6, maybe it's begin at 5, but I feel like there has to be a game where the grinding stops. And 7 feels like the moment. And one of the big reasons is because of jobs not really being a thing. It's just, you know, characters you level up. There's not, you know, not much to it. But we'll have to see. I guess we could have to grind to level up materia, but that seems unlikely. I don't know. I will say, though, I'm not very good at Final Fantasy VII. I'm definitely not a rock star. I've played it, like, a bunch, like the beginning portion of it, but I normally stop at Barrett's hometown. I don't know what it is. I generally just forget to keep playing, I think. And then there's, like, so many different platforms to play it on, so, like, I'll start on, like, the PS4, then be playing on PC. I've considered buying it for my phone. That seems like the best way to experience it, like if you're short on time. You just got a lunch break at work and you got, you know, 30 minutes to kill and you play some Final Fantasy VII. I'm trying to hold off though because I want to play it again, like on camera for the first time. I am a little bit nervous for that one though because it's such a beloved game and people are gonna be like, this guy does not know how to play this game, and I'm like, you guys are right. Like I told you at the beginning of these series that I was not going to play any of these games particularly well. I will argue Final Fantasy X. I think I'm going to play that game pretty well. Like in terms of like an entertainment, like showing cool things, value. Like I don't know. I think I've got a lot to show in that game. But some of these other games, I'm just finding slimes in the ocean. That's the lifestyle I'm living. Gosh, there has to be some. Once I find this secret tunnel, I'm telling you guys, I'm gonna prove everyone wrong. You know, no one believed, but I stuck to it, right? I mean, I'm going up the continent again, so I should be like 80% done at this point, and this is looking pretty scarce in terms of tunnels. At least we're making a new endangered species. Whatever this fish is. There's some value there. Oh my gosh, I'm not 80% done. This thing indents in. Ah, jeez. Guys, this is gonna be a long one. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It's gonna be a long video. We probably have another 15 minutes. Oh man. Stay strong. Stay with the marathon. I think we start at like level 31. You could probably argue or make the argument against me that this is just an excuse for grinding at a certain point. But I really want to find a tunnel. And here's the thought process right now. I've already dedicated this much of the episode to this. I gotta finish it, you know? Like, I'm not gonna come back and do another episode doing this. Like, I'm gonna find out now and then I'm gonna move on. That's the only thing I can do. It is tough because I'm a multitasker, so I'm so used to like doing many things while I'm playing Final Fantasy. Like normally I'd be watching a show or, you know, heck, maybe even playing a second game. You can often get away with like playing 2 games at once if it's like card games. You gotta load up your Hearthstone and your Magic at the same time, and just start going. All right, Lunith gains a level. He's gaining so many levels. It's crazy. I'm just curious now. It's at some of these players' vitality and such. That's nutty. All right, we're doing another shot out of this arm. Got a high potion. See, now we're getting actual items out of it, right? That makes it worth it. It makes it worth it because we're using so many items, though. We actually have slowed down quite a bit, however. Like, with the level ups we've been getting, and we've just been, you know, we've been rocking it, man. We've been so efficient and so aggressive with our fights. I don't know. It feels like we're not taking very much damage at all, and we're just getting so much value, like in the experience and gil and everything. At least I can mark this off the to-do list, though. After circumventing this continent, you can be like, all right, there's nothing hidden over there. We don't even need to worry about it anymore. Like, we have done our time. We have done our exploration. No worries whatsoever. All right. Man, Ark is so good with that punch. I think Ingus and Lunith are lagging behind with those hits, but Ark is so good. And Refi, of course, just slam dunk 100%. Oh, this looks kind of promising. Okay, that's pretty good. I actually don't know. Does Refia get experience if she doesn't take an action? I know she doesn't get job level experience, but does she get like just battle experience? I feel like that's a pretty good question. I feel like she wouldn't, because there wouldn't be a reason. You know, like why would she get experience? I don't actually know the answer to that. I should have been paying attention because I'm sure other players have leveled up just from doing nothing. Refia gains a level. Guess I can just check. So 27365. 27365. We just really gotta hope Refia takes no action in the next game. Or next fight. Next game. Oh, she's taking action. Has to be. Problem is we don't have enough strength to take them all down without Refia here. Doing this job level increase, that's nice. 25205. Wait, what was the level again? Oh gosh, now I'm gonna fight. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter because it's probably the same scenario where Refia will take an action here. It's funny because it'd be a lot easier to test with weaker enemies, you know? Enemies that really just fall over. Two, 3, 0, 4, 5. Alright, this is looking promising. Okay, so 23045 was Refia's experience level. Hey, Ingus gains a level. Did she get any experience for that? She did. Alright, cool. So no matter what happens, if they just exist in the battle, they will get experience. And I think, I mean, pretty clearly, if they're knocked out, then, like, you know, sorry. Like, that is the end of the road. There's not much to be done at that point. Are we almost? Oh my gosh. We got one little area to go, then we're done. We are actually close. Question is, where do we go after this? I feel like we're pretty strong, but I felt that and then we got wiped. So I don't know if I should trust myself. I think I might not be the most trustworthy opinion at this point. We definitely have increased our stats heavily in terms of HP. Like we're at, like, you know, 1500 for most, you know, around 1500 for most of them, and we were under the 1000 at a certain period. Just, you know, I mean, the beginning of this video, actually, I think we were, like, it's definitely skyrocketed. I don't know, you can kind of tell when you have hit a new level or a new area because like your level ups will become so frequent. You're like, all right, the game wants me to be stronger. Like that is very clear by what it's giving me right now. Ooh, immediately back into the fray of things. The thick of things? The thick of things probably makes sense. Back into the fray, into the thick of things. Two very different phrases. Guys, I'm gonna be honest, I'm starting to lose hope that there's a secret cave. Luna's job level has increased. Nice, man. Nice. Man. We're dealing with the Western Seahorses. We've already annihilated the population of the Eastern Seaboard. This is so tough, man. He's going through just wiping everything out. Lunith gains a level. Good for him, man. I'm proud. We've got 150,000 gil. That is ridiculous. That is so much. Alright. I think that's it. That's pretty much the entire continent. And there was nothing here. Oh my. What about here? Is this also secret water or something? I don't know. I just assume there's like nothing there, you know? That's why it's not allowed to be, you know, surveyed. Alright, just out of, you know, pure curiosity. I want to see what I can do here. I don't know. I got wiped last time. I feel like it's just going to wipe me again, but I don't know. Feels like I'm supposed to have something, you know, to get through here. I assume it's going to be like you died. Yep. The party has met an untimely end. Well, thankfully I saved. So yeah, I think that's actually going to end it for us. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And then I will see you guys next time.